power. They don't want to be rendered irrelevant. So it's their irrelevance really which is coming to the fore this time.
Sanjay, Rajdeep raises an interesting question. Is today UP looking more safe for the BJP than Maharashtra? Maharashtra has 48 seats.
Asking me?
Yes.
I think UP is safe state for BJP so far. But one very interesting point to be noted is that Mayawati wanted to field Satish Mishra from Varanasi. Finally, it did not happen. So things are turning in favor of BJP. This is a significant pointer I pick up from UP, that Mayawati decided not to field a Brahmin candidate in Varanasi against Modi. This is a kind of indirect help that has been extended to Modi or BJP. Maharashtra, as Rajdeep said, is a very fluid kind of situation because Shiv Sena is weakening there and MNS could be a absolutely kind of X factor. And Bihar should also be watched very closely. So basically I am trying to flag 4 states. Andhra Pradesh remains fluid. Tamil Nadu, very strange alliance. Maharashtra, very fluid situation because of Shiv Sena weakening. And Bihar, I think Nitish Kumar is doing some kind of new social engineering with backward castes and upper castes, and we have to keep an eye on that. So our macro calculation about Bihar, if one state out of these 4 states goes wrong, our calculation goes wrong there, then by 15-20 seats, situation can change. I am not making any final comment. All I am saying, these 4 states are still puzzling us.
Okay, since you said the word Varanasi, I want to throw this question to both Rajdeep and Shireen. Rajdeep, the 4th list is out. There's no decision yet on who Congress's Varanasi candidate will be. But now there's so much talk about Digvijay Singh, etc. In your mind, who could be the formidable candidate that Congress could put out in Varanasi?
You know, the very fact that there were news reports that the Congress actually wanted to field Sachin Tendulkar from Varanasi, I mean, that reveals the state in which the Congress is. Look, for someone like Digvijay Singh, it's not like Jaswant Singh and Advani. Yeah. You know, they are being pushed into irrelevance. At least if I contest Varanasi, there will be some television cameras on me. You know, let's be clear. Winning Varanasi is going to be very difficult at the moment against Narendra Modi. And I think it's a very shrewd move that the BJP has played. Just as I think they've messed up a bit in Maharashtra, I think they've done UP very well. Because it gives them the benefit not just in eastern UP, but also about 10 constituencies that border UP on the Bihar side. So I think having Modi there will give a momentum to their rank and file in UP. Who does the Congress field? I guess it's someone who has nothing to lose. So, you know, Digvijay has nothing to lose. He could contest from there. I think Sanjay made an interesting point that if Satish Mishra had contested and Mayawati had shown that she's ready to take the battle to the BJP camp, that would have made it a little bit more interesting. At the moment, frankly, the only person who can take on Modi is Mukhtar Ansari, who's in jail. I mean, you know, the very fact
You're totally discounting Arvind Kejriwal, is it?
Yeah, well, let's be clear. I think it's the same thing, Shireen, with Arvind Kejriwal as it is with Digvijay Singh. It enables them to punch above their weight at the moment. Yeah. It gives them moment. I'm not sure that any of these people have a chance in Varanasi. I think Modi has played it very well as far as Varanasi goes. I think Sanjay is right. Bihar is looking in the last few days that Nitish Kumar, all said and done, is fighting this election. And I've always believed Mulayam, Mayawati, Nitish, these are battlers. Even Lalu, they will fight till the very end.
I also want to, just since we are discussing Bihar, and before we were getting into the studio, I was watching shots of Shatrughan Sinha and black flags being waved at him and so on and so forth. And we come back to the candidate selection, the issue that we were talking about. There was a lot of talk that Ravi Shankar Prasad may in fact contest from that very constituency. There has been internal dissent with whether it's Kiran Kher, whether it's Shatrughan Sinha, whether it's even Jayant Sinha and Hazaribagh. There's been trouble even as far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned, and the BJP in a sense is also rewarding defectors, and that doesn't seem to be going down well with the party. But do you believe there's anything there at all?
I think there is a point in that. If Jagdambika Pal gets a ticket within 6 hours of joining the BJP, and Harin Pathak, a 6-time MP or I think 7-time MP from Ahmedabad East, is still waiting to be declared the candidate from Ahmedabad East, there are problems there. Somewhere someone is not, either it's Modi himself or it's people around Modi who are not giving him the right kind of advice.
So my sense is the way tickets are distributed has completely changed in BJP. It is Modi Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, the list is scanned by RSS first, then is brought to the BJP's Central Parliamentary Board. What has actually happened, I guess, that they have gone for winnability in a serious manner. They have made some adjustments, like you pointed out, Jagdampika Pal getting immediately and Harinder Pathak is still being kind of in limbo. So I guess 15-20 seats, if they get wrong, it could be serious challenge for BJP. And these 15-20 seats where you have gone for some extra considerations that I have to get rid of this group or the representative of this group, or I have to accommodate this newcomer, be it VK Singh, be it not Kiran Kher, be it Jagdampika Pal, then there could be a trouble with 15-20 seats with BJP.
You know, this glamour factor, you know, the Hema Malini from
they are overplaying it.
You know, you've got Kiran Kher from Chandigarh. I'm not sure that's a wise move. If this is a wave election, if this is a tsunami election, then why are you going for these glamour candidates?
I agree.
You should have gone, and I don't think it's the RSS which is behind this. There is a section within the BJP which is doing this, because the RSS, I think, would have gone ahead and rewarded some of its traditional candidates, Satyapal Jain, for example, in Chandigarh. And I think this it could, in a tight race, cost, if it's a tight race, you see, now it's become, if it's a wave election, this discussion makes no sense. But if it is a tight race, then giving these...
But there are some constituencies where there are tight race.
Just one point, and I want both of you to comment on that. You know, while we can say that it's the end of the old guard, so to speak, and LK Advani and Jaswant Singh are clutching at straws and they're, you know, fading into oblivion and so on and so forth. But what does this say in terms of Modi's attempt at managing affairs and managing the party? Surely one phone call to LK Advani that you're not going to be in the first list or whatever it is. I'm saying, is this a reflection of Modi's management?
Shireen, I think the best example, not just Jaswant or Advani, is Harinder Pathak. He has been a loyal BJP soldier for 30-40 years. As he was telling me one day, when nobody was in the BJP in Gujarat, main hua karta tha BJP mein. He predates, in a sense, even Narendra Modi in Gujarat. He's won election since 89. You've kept him waiting. Why? Because there is one view within the BJP that he's not exactly what I would call a Modi cheerleader. Now, this cannot be the basis of deciding tickets, and that is where the old, the old sense comes that Narendra Modi doesn't forgive or forget, that he's still vindictive. I've seen evidence against that also, that he's been willing to accommodate people much more than in the past. But when I see a Harinder Pathak, or as you rightly say, when I see that he doesn't want to go too far in reaching out to a Jaswant Singh or an Advani, it doesn't give the impression of a happy, united parivar. We've seen Sushma Swaraj's, consideration being disregarded. I can understand that, because winnability is there. Sri Ramalu will probably win that seat. But some of the other elements, if this is a wave election, give Jaswant his Barmer seat. Why get into the faction fighting? You know, the BJP's problem is this. It's a typical, in that sense, Hindu divided parivar. And I think Modi needs to understand, he doesn't need to be a faction leader. In the past, he's fought Sanjay Joshi. If you remember, he did not campaign in UP 2 years ago because he was angry with Gadkari appointing Joshi in charge. Why does he need to battle Sanjay Joshi? He's the prime ministerial candidate. Why does he need to fight Harinder Pathak? He's the prime ministerial candidate. So I think somewhere Modi has to recognize now that he's much more than just a faction leader. And the moment he does that, I think it's to his advantage. But he's got to realize that fast. So you're right. The message would have been nicer if he could have reached out to the older guard, even while knowing that he's the boss.
Exactly.